Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. What a bullish day for the market. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high, hitting $67,000. We also had macro and legendary investor Paul Tudor Jones go on CNBC and say Bitcoin is a better hedge against inflation than gold. This is massively bullish, my friends. And if you recall, last year, Paul Tudor Jones came out and he made some statements about Bitcoin and crypto being the fastest horse, and that green lighted the rest of the hedge funds and investment firms to come into the market. So I want to talk about this and play some clips for you. We also have a Russian energy company asking the government to mine Bitcoin with the excess energy. Guys, things are about to get crazy bullish. When you have energy companies globally looking to mine crypto with the excess energy, wasted energy, oh my goodness, the amount of capital that's going to be coming into this market is ridiculous. We're also going to talk about Bitcoin ETFs. We got two more that got approved, and I have dates for you. One is going Friday, going live Friday. One is going live Monday. And we have a ton of other institutional adoption news. We're going to break it all down. Before we do, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. There are no fees for staking. And OKCoin is the only place you can buy Miami coin. And right now, if you stake it there, it's earning about 430% APY. So I'm currently staking my Miami coin and earning some ridiculous rewards. So be sure to sign up, link in the description. All right, let's look at the market here. Bitcoin cooled off a bit here, as you can see, near 66,000. It hit 67 today. Ethereum is over $4,100. My goodness. Cardano is at $2.19, XRP at $1.14, Solana at $172, Polkadot at just over $44. So remember what we've been talking about, guys. Bitcoin has to pump, has to do its thing, right? Because how the money flows. And right now we see these huge green candles for Bitcoin here. I personally think, and I tweeted about it today, Bitcoin could hit maybe 67 again or 68, and then we see a dip. This is what this chart I've been showing with you guys for 3 to 4 months, how the market cycles will play out. Nothing goes up in a straight line. And I think this is how it's going to play out. I could be wrong. So I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to happen, because no one can predict the future. But if we use previous market cycles and market trends and on-chain data, we can essentially tell that, okay, this is potentially where it's going to go. So just be prepared for a pullback. That doesn't mean we're not going to continue to go upwards and to new higher highs. We will, but nothing can go up in a straight line. We got to build support levels, which is healthy, right? So those of you who are new to the market, I hope you understand these principles, these concepts. They're important to know, so you're not moving by your emotions. When Bitcoin pumps, you're elated. When Bitcoin is down, you're sad. Or whatever respective altcoin you use or invested in, but rather you're looking at the data and the trends. What does the macro level data show us? And here, TechDev, who I've featured quite often on the channel here, because he does great Bitcoin technical analysis, he says 2021 Bitcoin is repeating 2013 on the macro, and it couldn't be clearer. Here you can see in 2013, we had a double peak. Bitcoin pumped, pulled back, and then a final blow off top pump. So you had a bounce in July, and here we saw a bounce in July and the October breakout. We're seeing a breakout in October, and that's the same thing that happened in 2013. Now, past performance does not mean it will repeat the same way. History doesn't often repeat, but it can rhyme. So if things play out similar, I'm not saying exactly, but similar to 2013, we could see a Bitcoin over 6 figures, of course. Now, if it goes exactly like 2013, that puts us in the $200,000 price point for Bitcoin, which is mind-blowing, right? But you know, it may not seem possible, but I think the way things are headed, and the Paul Tudor Jones news I'm going to share with you, we could have some just blowing news, like some central bank buying Bitcoin, putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Something like that could drive the price to $200,000 plus. Now, it's all about probability. Is that likely? I don't think so. I think Bitcoin goes over six figures, 100,000, maybe taps out at 120 or so. But hey, I would love for the price to keep going higher and higher and higher. That's going to make me more money, and many of you as well. And of course, as I always state, the altcoins follow Bitcoin's move. Now, another item here I want to show you is that Bitcoin is moving very similar as well. This October breakout to 2017's run. I was here for 2017, and man, it's looking very similar. It's like it's like these, when you look at it on the chart, it's really, really insane. Now, some of you are like, how is that possible? Well, it's because of Bitcoin's halving, the mathematical cycle of supply and demand. Every 4 years, you have the halving, the supply gets cut in half, and less Bitcoin is put out into the market. So you have that mathematical macro level underlying algorithmic a schedule behind Bitcoin. And of course, Bitcoin moves the market. So that's how you got to look at it. Now, could that change over time? Yeah, I think so. I think that will change over time, that the 4-year cycle will not be as much of a factor as it is now. Here's the chart I want to show you guys. What I always talk about: money flows into Bitcoin, then it goes into the altcoins. We've seen this historically. So once again, this can be changed. Of course, because we don't know what the future holds, but using historical patterns, you can see here phase one, flows of money into Bitcoin causing price surges. Then usually Ethereum gets its pump, and then the rest of the altcoins, you have essentially phase four of the alt season. So large caps, mid caps, and so forth. So this is why if you're holding primarily altcoins, you don't have any Bitcoin, just be patient. And I've said it before, you want Bitcoin to do well. You want Bitcoin to go as high as possible, because once again, that drives more FOMO, more demand, both from institutional and retail, and a lot more money will flow into altcoins. So the people who are anti-Bitcoin and so forth, they have a religious maximalist mindset, and they don't have a money mindset. And because when you look at it from the lens of how is the money, how's the trends, the flows of the capital in the market, it doesn't matter if you like or hate Bitcoin, you just want the price to go higher, right? So something to keep in mind. Another indicator, which I haven't really shared as much with you guys on the channel, I usually shared the Bitcoin stock to flow model. Well, Colin Talks Crypto, who has a YouTube channel that I subscribe to, you guys can check out his channel. I definitely recommend subscribing. He puts out good content. He developed the CBBI index, the Bitcoin Bull Run Index. I think it's really good. It combines a variety of charts to show where we are, and very similar to the stock to flow model, showing that we still got ways to go in this bull run. He has the golden ratio, the Bitcoin search terms in Google, having to peak days, pi cycle top indicator, 2-year moving average, plethora of data. And data is what I want you guys to start looking at. Not that you have to be the perfect technical analyst. I am by no means that, right? I couldn't teach anybody technical analysis, but I do understand market cycles, and I know enough to be dangerous. And I think that's where most of you should strive to achieve to, so that you have some level of understanding of market cycles. You're not like moving with the wind here, right? Like a ship without a sail, and the waves are just trashing you all around. But rather, what does the data say? Leave emotions at the door. And this data set is awesome. So I want to recommend this. I'll put a link in the description of the video and the podcast to this. It's essentially cbbi.info. So great metric here, and be sure to check it out, guys. Now, Bitcoin ETF. So we've been talking about the Valkerie ETF. That is going to be launching on Friday. We got a confirmation from Eric Balkanez, who's a senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg, and he said it's launching Friday. So Valkerie, we had seen NASDAQ green lighted them last week. So it looks like it's going to go live on NASDAQ, guys, and it is a futures ETF. We also have VanEck Bitcoin futures ETF get approved, and that is going to go live next week. So these ETFs are getting approved. We've talked about, futures ETF is not ideal. Certainly not ignorant of that fact, but I think it's opening the door for what I believe will be physically backed or spot market Bitcoin ETFs. And in my interview with Gabor Gurbax of VanEck. If you guys haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. We talk about this, so I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check that interview out if you want to learn more about Bitcoin ETFs and VanEck, which is a legacy player, well known and so forth. But he, one of the things Gabor and I even just recently talked about on Twitter, he's looking for that physically backed Bitcoin ETF, which the approvals are set for November. So fingers crossed that we get these features now, and then in November, we get the spot, the physically backed. So that will be awesome. All right, guys. Paul Tudor Jones, the legend himself, billionaire Paul Tudor Jones, macro investor, well-known, well-respected. He went on CNBC today, and just like last year, if you guys recall, in his CNBC interview, this took place in May 7th, 2020, he gave the green light on Bitcoin and crypto again. He said, clearly there's a place for crypto, and clearly it's winning the race against gold at the moment. He says, I would think that, he said, I would think that we would also, boy, I think they screwed up the text here, but essentially he said, I would think that also that Bitcoin would also be a very good inflation hedge. It would be my preferred one over gold at the moment. Rest in peace, Peter Schiff. Not literally, of course, but gold bugs like and anti-Bitcoin people like Peter Schiff, they're probably crying right now. So let me play the clip for you guys so you can hear it directly from the horse's mouth.
One of the things you talked about it, I want to say about 18 months ago on our air, probably March, maybe right when the pandemic was hitting, was your interest in Bitcoin as a hedge.
Bitcoin would be a great hedge.
As an inflation hedge.
Crypto would be a great inflation hedge.
Is it still a hedge at these prices?
Listen, I said then, I said now, I've got crypto in single digits in my portfolio. I have a small trading position in our fund. I do think we're moving into an increasingly digitized world. Clearly, there's a place for crypto, and clearly it's winning the race against gold at the moment, right? So yes, I would think that would also be a very good inflation hedge. It would be my preferred one over gold at the moment.
My preferred one over gold at the moment. Very bullish statements. Again, last year he gave the green light. We saw a plethora of hedge funds and investment firms start making the move. I think this is another green light. It's like, hey, forget gold. And I think a lot of money is going to move from gold into Bitcoin and crypto. This is not just some random Joe Schmo, some whoever. This guy is a legend. Read up on him. I always go research these people and see their background. And like I say, he's a billionaire, well-respected. And this right here is a major green light, guys, very bullish. Now, check this out. Russian oil industry asks regulators to let them mine crypto using wasted flare gas. Guys, you're going to see energy companies globally start mining Bitcoin. They will be financially incentivized to do that. The wasted energy, excess energy, they're going to start mining Bitcoin with. And this is going to further secure the network, give more adoption of Bitcoin. And obviously there's a monetary incentive there. They know that many of them, they have this wasted energy. Why not make money off of it? This is extremely bullish. If you understand the global capacity and reach and how much energy is out there and in different countries, this is just massive. So the Russian oil industry is looking to redirect wasted flare gas into crypto mining near oil production. Regulators are considering industry requests to mine amid a backdrop of legal uncertainty for crypto mining in Russia as a whole. This is happening amid a major expansion of Russian crypto mining industry following an exodus of miners from China. Wow. Per an October 20th report from the business outlet Kommersant, the Russian Central Bank, Ministry of Industry and Trade, and Ministry of Digital Development are discussing authorization for oil industry players who want to use wasted natural gas to power data centers for crypto mining. It says here, associated petroleum gas is natural gas that lies on top of oil reserves that gas is often not profitable to extract and ship, meaning that oil drilling often burns it off, a process known as gas flaring that results in the continuous burning flames that accompany oil rigs. Those flares produce greenhouse gases without any productive energy output. Guys, over the years, I've told you about certain things. I've told you about mass marketing. I've told you about stock exchanges and banks adopting crypto. I'm going to lay it on the table right now. You're going to see, probably in your own town where you live, or whatever country you're in or listening to this, watching this, they're going to start mining Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here to stay as a hedge against inflation, as digital gold. Is it great for payments? No. But the store of value in a use case is massive. And that's Paul Tudor Jones and all these big players, macro investors, and even corporates who are putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet recognize this. I hope you recognize it. I hope you see what's happening. And this is not to necessarily say, well, Bitcoin is going to be the only winner. Obviously, altcoins are going to be winners. This ecosystem, this asset class is more than Bitcoin. So I want to make sure you see the balanced perspective here. I'm not a maximalist for any coin, but I want to make sure you understand the facts and how big this thing is going to be. You're going to have governments. We already have the financial institutions here, stock exchanges, the hedge funds, all these billionaire investors are here. A lot of people are not paying attention to this, but it's coming. And I've said it before, pat yourself on the shoulder and the back that you are here early, my friends. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. All right, Barry Silbert, he's been trolling all day, man, trolling the futures ETF people because they're Grayscale's filing for the spot market Bitcoin ETF, but Digital Currency, which is Digital Currency Group, which is the parent company of Grayscale, they're going to increase their purchase of shares of Bitcoin Trust. So this is bullish. And he often tweets like, want me to send it? Like, want me to pump it? I got to get Barry on the show, man. He's pretty funny. He's trolling people, but this is bullish. This is probably something that is going to contribute to the increasing price of Bitcoin. A bit of arbitrage here internally, I guess. Hopefully they're doing it right. But bullish news. Here, NYDIG or NYDIG. I keep saying, keep an eye on this name, guys. Look at this. Our collaboration with the Cboe Digital will help advance our shared mission of bringing trusted Bitcoin solutions to all people. Congratulations to Cboe and ErisX Digital on this exciting development. So there's a partnership here. And here's the PR. Cboe agrees to acquire ErisX, entering digital asset space with spot derivatives and clearing platform. Now, I've talked about ErisX on this channel for years. Once again, my OG listeners and viewers, you guys know that we've talked about them and TD Ameritrade and the partnership there. Now they're getting bought by the CB freaking OE. This is amazing, guys. And these are the mergers and acquisitions we're going to see happening. I think some of these like smaller exchanges too are going to get bought up by like the big whale exchanges like Coinbase and FTX. So bullish times ahead. And this is a sign of a maturing asset class, and the mergers, the acquisitions, the expansions, the investments, guys, the money that is flowing in, the capital is flowing in both for the assets as well as the infrastructure build out. Finally, Bitwise launches Polygon fund for Ethereum scaling exposure. The vehicle will give accredited and institutional investors a taste of the Matic token. Now, I don't hold Matic in my portfolio. It's not possible to get everything. Look, I told you guys I'm doubling down and grabbing up more Algorand. I'll look into Matic. I don't know, but look, at the end of the day, we only have so much time and so much money. So you don't want to spread yourself too thin, but certainly this solution I think is really great, and it's not a bad investment. Not financial advice, of course, because they're bringing a solution to Ethereum, which is a massive, right? The number 2 in the crypto market by market cap. And Bitwise, of course, a great asset management firm. They are, of course, they have their hat in the ring for a Bitcoin ETF. I've interviewed Matt Hogan of of Bitwise as well. We talked about an ETF as also. Guys, I hope you're checking out these interviews because, you know, I just don't do it for views, but I'm secretly and selfishly trying to grab as much knowledge as I can from these people. You know, I talked to Dan Tappier, Mark Yusko, Anthony Scaramucci. How are they thinking? What are they doing? What moves are they making? What information can I garner from them? And you know, I hope you look at it that way too, that when these interviews come out, you take the time, listen on the podcast if you want. You don't have to just watch it, and just grab as much nuggets of knowledge. And a lot of these guys are obviously super wealthy. They've been successful before crypto. You check out this interviews playlist I have, internet pioneers and entrepreneurs now in crypto. Guys who've made it big in the .com, super successful, some of the brightest minds, smartest people are now building and investing in crypto. And those of you who are still on the fence about crypto, I hope you make up your mind soon and jump on the side of crypto, because man, this thing is here to stay, guys. I can't stress enough how big this thing is going to be. And just look at Paul Tudor Jones, the Russian oil industry. I mean, what else do you want to see? Anyway, guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share this video with a crypto skeptic, and I'll talk to you all later.